Hey guys, Cosmos here from DolyGames, and in this video we're going to be doing some red equipments. I've actually saved up all the items for a long time. Part of the reason was because I was lazy, another part of the reason was because it requires a mad amount of gold, which I still don't have, but still I want to do it because you gotta start somewhere. And then and the cool thing about this video is that it's gonna be I'll be able to do, I think, all the items that I have, I mean all of this. I think I can turn them all into red. We can double check that in the blacksmith. Oh yeah, and also the artifact Heldem I can do, that's true. There you see, level 80 on the upgrade, level 80 sets. I can do 6 items. I thought it was all. Oh, here these I have the items actually, but their holy cast is not ready. So once that goes up, then I can do those as well. Let me see if I have enough. No, I don't have enough to raise them in this round, but basically I have all the items required to make the red item. But the red upgrade requires, you see here it says holy cast level 0, grade 0. On my rings, which are the last ones, I didn't raise them yet. All the others I got them exactly to level 2, grade 10, to be able to make them into red item. And only my physical attacks are higher, which is the 2 jewels. This one is at 4.2. The weapon is maxed at 8.10, maxed with the regular ones, 8.10, and then the other jewel is at 6.7. After which, of course, after the max of the regular items, then you're gonna start using these ones, the Vulcan's Clamp and Vulcan's Stiffy. So okay, then we won't be doing the rings. Now to make anything upgraded, you gotta unsocket them first. And all my items currently follow the same logic for gems, which is a physical attack with crit fusion, defenses fusion after my last test that I did on resistances. And we felt that defenses matter a lot. I have sacrificed a bunch of my health to max out as much as possible my defenses. So I've put a defense combo gem, and the last one is a magic defense health combo, because of course for knights and archers you get easier physical defense, and for mages you get easier magic defense. And that's why that 4th gem is a combination with only magic defense and some health. So my health is generally low for somebody of my battle rating, which is 1.945 million. But I have done that strategically because I believe that with higher defenses I'll be able to receive less damage, which will be more than raising my health by 100,000 and having lower defenses. So currently my defenses are at 100,000, 102 for physical defense, and almost getting to 100 for magic defense. Of course, the whole focus has gone into physical attack, that's significantly higher. That's what I suggest at present, but of course you gotta change with times, so don't consider that as advice forever. It's just advice for the current game atmosphere. So we were at unsocketing, so we're gonna go, and all my items should have exactly the same combination. That also makes it easier for me to socket and unsocket. So we're gonna start with a weapon. Actually, let's just take it all out, except the rings, of course. It's not a good idea to do the way I'm doing now, because you ideally want to take it slower and max out each item. I won't have enough gold to enchant all the items, definitely, but just for the sake of making a fun video, I figured I'll do it. So we're gonna go ahead with 6 items. That's gonna be my weapon, armor, helm, the 2 jewels, yeah, and that's it. And I think that's about it. We're gonna clear out the chat because I also want to see all the red items in the chat. It should be quite fun. Upgrade 80 sets. I'll need a lot of gold. Now to make one of them, you'll need 30 million gold just to make it. And you'll need 300 of each of these, which is the Titan Stone Shard and the Titan Iron Shard. You'll need 300 of each. I have 2,500, so you see I have more than enough. And I won't have enough gold because now I have 58 million. So let's fix the gold before we start spamming the synthesis. Now I've already picked up, I think, whatever I had in mail. I'm just gonna double check. Yeah, only have 7 pages left, which are all the items that I have in the mail. Now I decided to sell off 2 items which are not entirely important, but I was keeping them. I'm gonna sell off these 8,800 self-equipment shards. I should have 10, 20, 30,000 of these still in the mail somewhere, which I won't be looking for, but selling these already is another 44 million gold, so we're gonna do that. And I have the leftover celestial stones, which were used before the patch to do extra Skytrail attempts, and now they've become abandoned. And to, I guess, just to help transition from the pre-patch to post-patch period, they put the item sell price at 100,000 gold, basically without making any communication, but basically passively suggesting to players just sell them off. So I'm just gonna do that because I don't see any future in this item anyways. It could be a mistake, but I need the gold. So another 36 million is gonna come up from these. So now we're up to 138, but of course 30 million per item, that's gonna cost, so there's gonna be 180 million to do 6 items. That's just gonna you know, that's just making the items. You still have to pay a lot more than that to enchant them, which is why I said I want to be able to enchant them. So what I'm gonna do is, I of course have a stash of gold, so I'm gonna use that up as well. First up, I have 100 million gold saved up here, so that's gonna get used. There you go, we're at 238, so that's going to be enough to already make the items, but they're going to be at +0. And of course I want to enchant them with the luck stones to use as little gold as possible. And my last stash is in the farm animals, where I've bought a whole bunch of these horses. You can buy anything you want. They all cost 200,000 to buy and 200,000 to sell. So a lot of the higher BR players, keep their gold inside animals, even though there is a risk that, if they want to be evil, they would drop the price of the gold and people would lose a lot of gold, but that would create a massive amount of rage because people have really many millions in these. Now the 2,500 horses that I have saved up should be on my last page. They will sell for 500 million gold. Yep, that's it. So I'm gonna sell them off, and that brings my gold to 738 million, but I really have not a single bit more. And I have to remember that I have to do 100 holy forges today, which is the last day of the holy forge, and 100 is what I can do, so I have to do 100, which is going to cost 200 million as well. So I'm allowed to use probably maybe 500 million of this only. Still, we're gonna go ahead, although it is probably a very stupid decision, especially before class wars. But again, just for fun and for the sake of making a fun video of making all of them, we're gonna, I think I'm ready. I think I have all the items and everything to do all 6 of them. So that's gonna be the weapon, that's gonna be the helm, that's the body, and these are the 2 jewels. Oh wait, one of them is the brooch. That's the jewel, and that's the brooch. Alright, so again I'm gonna clear out the chat so that we can see them all, and I'm gonna spam all of them, or maybe quickly just to see the difference. So we got the base item, which is the orange one. Currently it's at plus 36, and in white you can see the base physical attack is plus 772, and the base red one is plus 926. Now that difference does not look significant, but as you enchant everything and refine everything, that becomes significant. That's the difference between the two. And of course, refinements of the red equipment are also significantly stronger than the refinements of the orange equipment. So that also comes into play. Now I expect that I will drop in battle rating. Right now I'm already dropped to 1.7 because I removed all the gems, and I expect that because I don't have enough gold to enchant everything, I will drop from my original 1.94 or something million battle rating down until I'm able to over time make more gold and enchant the equipment. So here we go. Synthesis, upgrade, level 80, clear chat. Let's get a clear chat window. And here goes the spam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There it is. 6 red equipments in the chat. Pretty cool. Looks awesome. I wanted to do 8, but I just didn't make it the Holy Forge. I have enough of these, you see 700, so I can easily do 2 more. But I just didn't have enough Holy Forge done on the rings to be able to do them as well, and not enough gold. So also the artifact in Helldom I can upgrade to purple, but I'm gonna hold off on that just a little bit because I will be starving of gold big time. So what I want to do is I want to increase them in a kind of a balanced fashion to have as little damage on my battle rating as possible. So and that will entail going one by one just to be sure. Although the first couple of levels it's not necessary because the gold cost is like 6,000, but it will pay off in the sense that as the percentages go down, so now they're down to 90, you can start using, so even 20,000 gold I don't want to lose, so I can already start using the level 5 luck stones, which are relatively easily obtainable from fishing. Actually what I should do is I'm gonna go all the way until it drops from 100 on one item. There it is at 90%. There we go, 100, 90. Because at that point you can switch over the luck stones to the next one. Now even though I have a lot of luck stones, I try to do things efficiently to use them in an efficient way. Although I have enough of level 9s to use them for everything, but I would hate to do that. So every click here, for example, the physical defense is going up by 60. Now 90% is also good. The only reason now I want to be extremely careful with it is because the main resource that's missing for me is gold. So that's why I'm going to switch to level 6. And you can only do it one time until it drops, of course. And that's why I'm going to switch over for each equipment. Now at this very low stage where we are at +7 only, it's already costing 500,000 per click. So we're gonna raise to level 7, and the rest of them we will reach level 9 extremely quickly. Here we go. And now level 8 luck stone, already 650,000 per click. Now all this will cost billions of gold, which is going to take me a very long time to max out to the top, which is the plus 36. So, and now switching over and staying on the luck stones. So we'll do 3 per item, I think, just to make sure I have sufficient gold. All the stats are important, and that's why I don't want to try to do more on physical attack, for example, because I need the defenses, I need the HP. And I'll be curious to see how much my bell rating drops. There is a possibility that my bell rating actually goes up, and one of the reasons for that is the refinement of the raid items. Those are significantly stronger. So we are now at plus 12 on all the items, and now each click is 1.5 million. Still gonna go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 5 per item. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're below 500 million now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I have to do it this way especially because I want to have as little penalty. 2, 3, and 4, and 5. I want to have as little penalty as possible when we have class wars in 2 days. So if I would stop here, for example, let's already socket the gems so that we can see where my bell rating is. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And visually it helps if you always do the same order. That way it's much it's visually more pleasing, but also it helps you easily change things. But I know some people don't care about visual placement, and they just put whatever wherever they can put, and that's fine also if you're that kind of a person. It's just different kind of people. Okay, so this is interesting. Already now I'm at 1.95, so my assumption that my bell rating would drop was not correct. So it means the stats from the plus 17 where I am right now, plus the refinement stats are already good enough compared to my previous equipment. That said, let's do a couple of more levels, although it's going to be really expensive now at 3 million per click. And here it's very, very important that you don't forget to add the luck stone, because at 10% chance you can lose millions, and sometimes people forget and continue clicking, and that becomes extremely expensive. So we're gonna do 3 per 6 items, which is gonna take another 20 million gold from me. One, 2, 3. 1, 2. And that's also a new thing. Before you could click on enchant pretty fast. Now they gray out the button, so you have to do it a little bit slower. Alright, so 3 on each. That raises the bell rating, but not sufficiently to pass the 50,000 mark to 60,000. But that's already good enough. Now, when you go to Holy Forge, on my rings, I have the older items, or the first Holy Forge items, the Vulcan's Hammer, the Vulcan's Stove. But on my weapon, which I have no idea which one of these, there it is. They all kind of look similar. Okay, there is the weapon. On my weapon now is gonna have to use the new items. And that's fine, that's perfectly what I needed, because the weapon itself was already maxed out, so I needed also to start using the new items to be able to do 100 holy forges today, as it's the last day of the event. So that's it, you guys. I'm just gonna continue in enchanting these items and then do my 100 holy forge, and slowly I'm making my way to 2 million bell rating, which is awesome. So I'm getting stronger, but I expect also the enemies in the class wars will also get stronger. But the major thing right now for me will be gold income, and I think gold is pretty important right now, because there's so many places you can cost literally millions of gold per click. So we need a lot of gold, and right now there's nothing in the game anymore to give a lot of gold. Even the dragon invasion, which we used to claim from recovery, the gold, because not enough time to do everything per day, that was completely removed and replaced by useless experience. So my gold income from that has dropped. Of course you can do it and earn the gold, but there are just too many things to do and not enough time in the day, so you have to prioritize things. And the kitten club that was added, it's absolute nonsense. I wrote an entire huge article, several pages on that kitten club, describing exactly how it works. It's a full guide explaining everything about it, but also adding analysis and full details, basically proving that it's absolute nonsense. So check it out if you haven't already on DolyGames Wartune. It's a massive job of a bunch of hours of work, which I'm of course proud of doing that work, and it's a really nicely made article, so check it out if you haven't, definitely. So, and that's it, I think. Although we could do, yeah, and what I also need to do is I still have the artifact and held them blue, and they can also get upgraded. One of them can get upgraded to purple, because I just gathered enough. We did a bunch of dungeon runs yesterday, and I gathered enough divine energy to do it. Now I see that it's 200, so I could actually do 2 of them. Or no, let me see. Yep, I could do 2 of them. So that's gonna cost gold as well, although that is 1.5 million to make, but again I have to enchant it, so still might be worth it. Let's actually do it. Let's actually do it. Alright, we're gonna, and in these ones, in the artifact and Heldom, I have the defenses. I even don't have the health, so we're gonna remove these. Go ahead and shoot, and we're gonna go synthesis, upgrade. And the first one, just to be safe, I'll do the defense, because one is defense and one is HP. I'm gonna do the defense. Synthesize. So that's 2 more in the chat for me, which is really good. So a lot of my equipment got upgraded, which is great. So they got off. We're gonna put them back on. Socket, not to forget. And the second one. Alright, that's cool too. And then of course enchant. These will be easier to enchant. They're purple. They still have to get to orange and red one day, but these will be easier to enchant. So we're gonna go ahead. This is what? This is the defense. That's fine. I can actually do a whole bunch of them, I think. It all depends on the gold cost here, which I don't remember by heart, but it shouldn't be excessive. Still, we'll do it safer with the luck stones. 500,000 per click. And they go to 24. Now for the defense, I will do the 24. 1.5 million per click. But if you remember, my red items are at 3 million per click. So even this one is almost maxed out now. It is at 2.3, 2.5, and max. Okay, defenses for me are important, so that's maxed out. Gonna switch out the leg stone. And in the fishing, I'll you know, not get the better fish, I'll just get more leg stones. Alright, now HP is also, everything is important, but you gotta choose, you can't have everything. So I won't max this one out. We'll go to like plus 17 like the others, and that's enough. A million is fine. A million two. Okay, that's it. Plus 17. That's good enough. So with that, the BR went up to 196. So creeping up to that 2 million mark. And of course, my look changed. That is, it was, if you remember, all orange and two blues here, and now it's almost all red. Here I will just need to finish up the Holy Forge, and I'll need a lot more gold, and then I'll make the rings. The rings are of course the HP. So as you can imagine, once you know, over time, as I'm improving and getting these things done, then yeah, it's my power is also rising a lot. Now if we look at the stats, they are relatively similar to what they were before. 100,000 physical defense, 94,000 magic defense. So not a lot has changed in terms of the stats compared to the before, and plus I'm at plus 20. I thought it was plus 17. So compared to the plus 20 enchant, and of course maxed out Halidom, and let's say more than half done artifact. So I'm in good position. I thought I would be worse off, but I didn't sit and calculate it. Of course, it was not important because it all has to get enchanted anyways. So, but I thought my bell rating would drop at least a little bit. But I'm happy to know that it's even up a little bit, and I still have 380 million gold, out of which 200 million I will spend on the Holy Forge, and that'll leave me very little, and I'll try to keep it actually, because you never know what's coming. You need to have some gold just in case, and I've used up all my storage. I don't have even a single piece of gold that I can sell something. So yeah, so that's the situation. I hope you guys enjoyed this. It was a really cool run of doing 6 red items in one go, as well as 2 purple Haldom artifacts. Would have been cool if I did all 8, but okay, we're not in an ideal world already. This is fantastic. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please do click on like and subscribe for the video, share with your friends, and all the links will be in the description below. And if you guys want to support DolyGames, please become our patron. Also the link and explanation is in the video below. We do a lot of stuff for a lot of players, and not always or not often we get any money for that. So the patron system is there in case somebody can support, then you know, to cover my server costs or whatever, also to pay some money to the team members. Whatever you can is good. If you can't, fine, we're still going to continue the best we can, as much as we can, and we're going to take it from there. So thanks for watching, and have a very nice day.